everybody, welcome back to Hit or Miss Hallmark Movie Reviews. What is it?
It's Christmas in July!
It's Christmas in July. The
Finally.
second best time of the year.
The second best time of the year,
Yes,
yeah.
first being real Christmas. But oh man, I'm so looking forward to this. We need these movies. We need them.
Yeah, well, there's only 2 new ones, right?
Yeah. But it's an
But-
excuse to, it's a great opportunity for us to get caught up on any Christmas movies that we missed last year because the schedule was absolutely insane.
It was a little insane, especially at the end.
So for our first movie, we have something that premiered last year. I didn't get around to watching it, but you actually watched it,
Yeah,
yes?
so I've seen it twice now.
And today we are reviewing
The Holiday Sitter.
Starring Jonathan Bennett, no stranger to Hallmark, George Krissa, whose only other Hallmark credit is Road Trip Romance,
Oh, yeah.
and Chelsea Hobbs, we last saw her in Dream Moms, and then Matthew Dowden.
Also in Dream Moms. Yeah, they were also tagged up in that movie, so
Yeah, interesting.
they've been together for a bit.
And of course, who else is in this?
Matty Finocchio!
Maddie, we always love seeing him in anything. He takes a bit of a backseat in this one, but he's just so good that
He always takes a back seat, and it's starting to annoy
And he can
me.
elevate any side character role because he's just that good, and he's just got a great presence. So we love him.
Agreed.
So, what is this one about?
Sam Dalton is planning on a Hawaiian Christmas this year. However, his sister needs him to babysit his niece and nephew before the holidays due to an adoption emergency. So when he recruits help from their handsome neighbor Jason, he finds himself in an unexpected romance.
Sounds fun.
It does.
So what do we think?
Well, what did we think?
This was good old gay holiday goodness.
I mean, I'm not sure how old it is, considering this is actually Hallmark's first fully gay romance.
True. It's not old. It's not old, but
This is history in the making, or it was.
That's great,
Even
yeah.
though Hallmark is roughly 20 years from late to the game, they
Yeah.
finally made it. And what a movie.
this was, what a fun and incredibly funny movie. We've seen this premise before, but of course, this had a different twist on it. Like 2 leading men being gay. As you mentioned, it's the first time that Hallmark has kind of explored this territory, and I think it's fantastic. I liked the cheeky statement that one reviewer said, Hallmark's first gay rom-com featuring 2 opposite personalities drawn together by their mutual hotness. I thought that was really funny and clever.
That makes sense. And I mean, I will say that George Krissa was the perfect choice in presenting a gay lead to the Hallmark verse for the first time.
So good.
What a strikingly beautiful man with possibly, in this movie, perfect values.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
They made him basically perfect.
Well, thankfully there's a bit more here, so let's get into what we liked. Writing was fantastic. It was quick-witted, sarcastic, clever, and at times pretty sentimental and moving. Jonathan Bennett was the co-writer as well, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's great.
And the comedy in this one was definitely at the forefront.
Do you drink for caffeine?
Dad drinks kombucha and Mom drinks tea.
This is a coffee-free home. I really feel like that should have been conveyed earlier.
Comedy was front and center.
Yeah, that was the main goal.
Yeah.
And you can really see Jonathan's personality shine through in the writing, and I think it really worked.
Luckily, your mother's unnervingly thorough schedule on what the next 2 days looks like includes delivery places, which means breakfast pancakes are going to be provided by, Clean Green Food. Ooh, I'm going to lose so much weight.
Yeah.
I hope we see more of his writing side in the future.
Definitely. It's like little Paula Campbell getting into the writing world
Right.
of Hallmark. Yeah. Another thing that was great, the casting. This was definitely the Jonathan Bennett show here, but I don't mean to say that he overshadowed anyone. George, he didn't overshadow George or anything like that.
No, not really.
But there's an over-the-top kind of bug-eyed look of worry that Bennett always does, and it reminds me of Lucille Ball, that kind of
God, so
slapstick
much.
comedy, and it's kind of goofy, and I don't know, I love it. He falls into Christmas trees. He's very physical, right? He's just fun, and he's funny to watch. But George, I thought, was a great foil for Bennett because he's more shy and calm and subdued. He's this family man.
Very much the family man.
Seems to be more introverted. They played really well off of each other.
Yeah, I agree.
The pacing. I'm a sucker for great pacing. The pacing here was perfect.
Yeah, it didn't lose my attention for
I was not
1
bored.
second. Actually.
I never thought they needed to spend more time on plot points. I mean, okay, you can always spend more time, but I wasn't looking for that here. Sure, I had some questions about the adoption, which we'll get to later, and why that was happening exactly, and the specific details of it, but it didn't take anything away from the main story.
No, not at all.
No. It was just a really fun movie with inclusivity at its core, which is great. You know,
course.
like it's awesome.
Maybe I've just been like desensitized over the years, but I never once felt like I was watching a gay movie. I was just watching a Hallmark movie that happened to have two males as the leads.
Right? Right.
It felt naturally and totally at home in the Hallmark Channel universe, and
I agree with
I'm
that.
definitely excited to see more. I actually really want to see two straight guys playing gay characters.
Oh, that won't happen.
Why not?
Because you have to cast a gay person, two gay people.
I mean, this is
Right?
acting. It doesn't matter. It's like if you can play a Jewish person when you're not Jewish, and you can play
Well, that's
a
the whole
sports star
argument.
when you're not a sports star. Who gives a
but
That doesn't make any sense.
But that's the argument
Well, you know,
the industry is
if-
having right now.
The industry
Like,
can eat it because
should
there's
be able to pull
absolutely
it off, I
nothing
think.
wrong with a straight man playing a gay person if a gay person is forced to play a straight man or whatever. Or if it can go the other way, it doesn't. There
I mean,
is
the
no-
role should just go to the perfect person who fits that role.
Well, yeah.
fits
I
that
mean, the only
character.
thing is now Hallmark has a lot of openings for actual gay actors. Like, you know, I think there's murmurings of Luke McFarlane coming back already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think now he can do a gay movie. Like, why not?
True. Yeah. Well, that would be fun to see him.
Yeah, of course.
Well, why don't we get to performances?
Sure.
Yeah. So many great performances, big and small. We mentioned Maddie was great as Jason's brother.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
Stop. I need to constantly remind Hallmark that they need to give Matty Pinocchio his own movie.
No, I know. It's so true.
He is by far the
due.
best side character that Hallmark has to offer, and he's put in his dues. It's time. Just make it happen.
Yes, I totally agree. We also have the greatest Hallmark dad showing up, Robert Wisden.
Yeah.
He's always great. I love seeing him, and he always plays the dad, but you know what? He's the perfect dad.
He is
in
kind of
Hallmark.
the perfect dad. And, you know, the Robert Wisden reveal was actually pretty great because they mentioned dad a few times early in the
Yeah.
film, and you're like,
Yeah.
who is it? And then when he finally kind of answers the phone, it's like, oh!
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, it's him. I think I even
literally-
yelled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but both of us kind of like let
Yeah.
out a little yell.
I also really liked Jason's mom, Marilyn, played by Gabrielle Rose. She was the mom in Let It Snow.
Oh, yeah,
And she
yeah, yeah.
she was like, she kept
was good.
cooking and she kept referencing like different like Nordic meals and stuff. It was always like Iceland
yeah.
or Sweden or.
Let's try a special pastry. They're from Iceland.
They're traditional Christmas cookies from Switzerland.
Nice big mug of borscht. It's the traditional Christmas soup in Poland.
That is the traditional Italian dinner on Christmas Eve.
I don't know, it was cool, and I liked seeing her, and she was really lovely here. But I think, without a doubt, the standout for me here is Jonathan Bennett. I mean, his energy is just on another level. His comedic timing is perfect. He's charming, he's cute, he's sensitive when he needs to be. He's perfect. He's perfect here. I loved him.
Yeah, there is just no beating Jonathan Bennett in this movie or any movie he's in, really. He just demands attention. His face does. Like, I love watching him on screen. So he's definitely the standout for me here.
And I just have to mention George Krissa because, like, how perfect did he look? We've touched on this, I know, but with that megawatt smile, I mean, anyone would fall for him. And he's Canadian. He's from Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan, of all places.
And then I found out that he's also a member of the Shaw Festival on Niagara-on-the-Lake.
Oh, that's great.
Which is kind of like the Stratford Festival, but
Yeah.
it's the Shaw,
Yeah, yeah.
George Bernard Shaw's
Oh, we
place.
should go to that sometime. That'd be cool.
I mean, that really is only relevant if you're like from this area of Ontario, but I was like really excited when I read that. I was like, oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, George's good looks are not reserved for the gay community.
No.
I'm not gay whatsoever, but that guy is hot.
Oh, I was enjoying it. Like when he walked in, there was a scene where he walked in when he was all dressed up. I think they were about to go to the play or the musical
yeah,
there, and he had that coat and
You know what?
the
That's
sweater.
the one scene where I thought he could have been dressed better. I wanted
No,
it
I
tighter.
liked him in the coat.
But I mean, I'm sure that it hit the females a little harder realizing they have zero shot with him because of that.
Definitely.
He's, you know, he could give any of the Hallmark guys a run for their money.
Oh, he's just like so chiseled.
Yeah,
God.
very good looking.
Anyway,
Let's head on to Nit Picky, Hit Picky.
let's
We haven't
do
fucking
it.
reversed that.
Let's do it.
All right, Nit. I could have used a little more of an explanation as to why Sam's sister needed to adopt.
Yeah, I had touched on that. Yeah,
I suppose it's not absolutely relevant because there are lots of reasons you adopt.
And maybe it's not relevant to the story. I'm just curious. Did she adopt her other kids? Because she said again, we're adopting again.
Well, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Is like, are all the kids adopted, or is it just the oldest one was theirs? Like, you didn't really get any of the backstory there, but
it would have been nice. It would have been nice character building to kind of like know that. Another Nit.
Featuring Danya Cash, but not letting them speak.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was a nice nod to production to include the only non-binary Hallmark actor there is.
Totally.
But also kind of a double diss. For one, not letting them say a word.
No lines.
At all. And Danya is a hilarious actor.
Yeah.
We saw them in Hearts in the Game.
Yeah.
And they had a lot of lines and were
They're
very,
doing a lot of
very
face
funny.
acting though in this one.
A little rusty. It's the wind. Yep, wind's blowing that way, so you got a trajectory, you know? You'll learn it later. Okay, here we go. So. Sorry. Just.
Very much. But then two, they just gave their name to the kid in the movie. They're just like, yeah, just call her Danya.
That's right. The kid's name was Danya.
It is a cute girl's name as well. But,
yeah, it's cute. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I would have liked to hear them speak. But you know, not knowing that, when the first time I watched it, I hadn't seen them before.
Mm-hmm.
But
now when we watched it, you knew it was her.
Another Nit. Who wraps presents on their lap?
Yeah, when they were wrapping the presents on the carpet there.
I mean, I know that Jonathan Bennett's character was supposed to be bad at it, but Jason was supposed to be this perfect guy, and there's zero chance he wouldn't wrap presents perfectly as well.
That's
so seeing
true.
him like haphazardly wrapping a present in his lap, I was like, no, find a surface, get that thing.
Why did they do that? I wonder why.
Oh, it doesn't matter. He was already kind of done the present. I was just that's a very small.
They at
Nit.
least should have done it on the carpet, not on the lap.
I mean, yeah,
you know?
it really doesn't matter. That's a super Nit. But there's also another little mini Nit I just remembered now.
Yeah.
They a bunch of times in the movie they kind of reference Jonathan Bennett as being Uncle Sam, and I was like, it just doesn't.
Uncle Sam, I kept thinking of
It
today's
just doesn't.
special.
It just no, really.
Yeah.
No, that's not what it was from. He was just Sam. Uncle Sam is like.
Oh wait, who's Uncle
the
Sam?
American Army guy, like I want
Oh
you
my
unless you're
gosh.
dead. It's like basically
God,
like.
I was totally off.
So it's just
I
kind
was
of
thinking
it's just kind of
today's
weird.
special.
Unless they're just kind of doing it to poke fun. But
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird. Oh my god, I was totally off though. I was thinking like today's special.
no.
Sam. Oh, Sam and Muffy. A hit. The font. You mentioned you really liked the font.
I mean, I had to put that in. I really like the font they were using.
It was.
And I liked the countdown to Christmas sort of thing they were doing with
Yeah,
it.
like 1 week, 2
Yeah.
days, 1 day before Christmas. Yeah, that
Yeah.
font was fun. Another hit, the Double Mad Dash.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't recall another movie that does this, but I'm sure there are more. And because we don't have our regular list for Christmas videos,
It made sense to add it in.
I thought it was worth mentioning. Yeah, it was a great way to end the movie.
It
for
was
sure.
a really good way.
They
to end
both
the
kind of,
movie.
like,
They're both
meet
running
in the
into
middle,
each other.
yeah.
I was like, I love
Yeah.
the double dash is like that's something
That
I'm
was
looking
fun.
for.
Yeah, that was fun. Let's get to writer and director.
All right, the writers here
Writers, yes.
are Greg Baldwin, and the only other Hallmark movie credit for him is Wedding of a Lifetime, also with Jonathan Bennett.
And one of our faves, Brooke Dorsey.
Of course.
Love
Actually,
her.
I really like that movie too.
That was fun.
That was good.
He's a great actor. He can have chemistry with anybody.
Oh,
He's so
for
good.
sure. Another writer is Tracy Andreen. Some other writing credits include Sweeter Than Chocolate.
I mean, I loved that one so much.
That's probably the second best one this year.
Oh,
so far.
definitely. What was the first?
I think Wedding Cottage. That's still my favorite this year.
Really? No, I think mine was Sweeter Than Chocolate.
Oh, that's fair.
Like, it
Yeah.
affected me so much.
I know. Tracy Andreen also wrote All Saints Christmas and Two Tickets to Paradise. Are we leaving tonight?
I love that. I love that song, and I really like Ryan Peavy.
And of course, we already mentioned that Jonathan Bennett has a writing
Which is
credit.
fantastic.
Here.
Yeah. I didn't see any other writing credits for him. So
No, I think he's
hopefully
a little new to it, but that's great.
Hopefully
I mean,
he'll
he
do more.
seems like a natural. You know, he
Definitely.
could come up with funny shit.
Definitely. The director here is Ali Liebert. She's a ton of Hallmark movies as an actress. Some other directing credits include North of Home and Spotlight on Christmas. I liked that one a lot, actually. Yeah. So awesome. Why don't we get to the Christmas meter?
Oh my God, we're bringing back the Christmas meter. Oh my God, stop.
Okay.
Well, this movie was an easy 11 pipers piping for me.
Nice. And
Right up there.
I'm gonna give The Holiday Sitter 10 Lords of Leaping.
Very good.
Yes.
This is a great movie. Not,
This was fun,
wasn't going to
guys.
go much lower than that.
No, this This was so much fun. Highly recommend it. Definitely.
Absolutely. If you haven't seen it, I know a lot of people I talk to in Discord and stuff have seen it like 3 or 4 times.
And they're like, you haven't seen it?
They loved it.
Okay.
Anyways, let's get to the Christmas list.
It's the Christmas list. It's
back.
baby. All right. The Christmas fake out.
No, not here.
Party.
Christmas party.
I don't remember a Christmas party. Do you think there would be?
No, there wasn't. No.
A character with a holiday name. Yes.
Angelica.
An adopted baby. That means Angel.
Yeah,
I think so.
it's pretty close, I would say. Reference to decorating or picking out the perfect tree.
Yeah.
You said yes, but I don't think
They were decorating the tree. Remember? When he taught, when he
Oh, they had
crawled
to
on top,
redecorate it. Yeah.
but that still
Okay, fine.
counts. Yeah. Ice skating. We've got some in the opening credits. So
Always.
That counts.
That's one of those things that always just shows up in the opening credits.
It definitely counts.
Santa makes an appearance. Yes, but he was like
Kind
an
of.
8-year-old boy.
In the musical, in the school musical, he kind of shows. He does show up.
He was there. He was there.
Yeah. Character obsessed with Christmas.
No,
I don't think so.
No, we didn't have that in here.
No.
It wasn't overly Christmas. It was a good
No,
happening.
it looked very Christmassy.
Yeah, it felt
Yeah.
like a Christmas movie. It didn't like harp on the Christmas stuff too much.
My hair.
A hot beverage. Yes.
Yes, they were holding hot beverages in their hands when they went to the market. Horse-drawn sleigh. No, that's rare.
No.
That's rare.
Christmas in the title.
No.
No.
Granted a Christmas wish. No. Snowball.
A snowball fight.
Oh,
Yes. Well, there was one snowball thrown.
Yeah. Didn't
technically
he throw one back?
He might have, but no, he just came up to them. But
Okay.
snowball thrown is just as good.
Okay. Caroling. No, but
No,
there was
singing in the
singing
play.
in the play, in the
That
musical.
doesn't count.
Okay,
Caroling
so
is door to door.
No.
Christmas magic.
No. Mistletoe kiss.
No.
But we did have an almost kiss,
Yeah, we did. That's
which
a good
isn't
one.
on the list, but
Yeah.
it's on our other list.
Digital or fake snow?
So the snow on the ground looked quite real.
It actually did.
But there was falling snow in the beginning that I thought may have been digital.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I'm going to say yes.
I thought we were gonna take that one off, anyways.
Maybe. It's kind of dumb.
Strike it. Kill it.
Maybe.
We're only supposed to have 12. I think we have 13 now.
So,
Anyways, welcome
loved
back
this
to
one.
Christmas. Yeah, we loved this one. Absolutely recommend. Go watch it right now if you haven't already
Definitely.
seen it. Even if you're not super comfortable with the gay thing, doesn't matter. You might
it's just fun.
you might still just enjoy it.
It's fun. We can't wait for more Christmas in July. We have another one coming up soon.
Yeah, well, we're going Hanukkah in July.
We're going Hanukkah in July. One that we have been told is really good, and we should definitely review. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. But we'll see you next episode, and I hope you keep the Christmas spirit. Don't forget to like and share, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Happy
Bye.
Christmas in July.
Happy Christmas in July.
Bye.